Charged with Light is an armor mod system introduced into Destiny in the Season of Dawn and built upon throughout the remainder of Year 3. Becoming Charged with Light provides certain buffs depending on which Charged with Light mod you're using. The mods are broken down into 3 categories, characterized by colors. The green Charged with Light mods are used to become charged, the yellow mods are the action mods that carry out an action if you are charged with light, and the white mods are general mods that increase how many stacks of Charged with Light you can carry, or work in cooperation with your teammates' builds. First, let's go over how to become charged with light with the green mods. There are numerous ways to become charged, some easier than others. For example, taking charge simply requires you to pick up an orb of power, giving you 1 stack of charged with light. Personally, taking charge is the simplest and quickest way I become charged with light, since orbs come from several sources, such as your own masterwork weapons, another guardian's weapon, or an ally's super. Several other mods, such as Swift Charge, Precisely Charge, and Quick Charge, just to name a few, require you to rapidly defeat enemies utilizing whichever weapons the mod designates. Swift Charge requires rapid kills with pulse rifles, sidearms, or submachine guns to obtain a charged with light stack, for example. Make sure to check and understand each green Charged with Light mod to ensure you are getting the most out of it. Now, I will go over the yellow Charged with Light mods, or as I call them, the action mods. As mentioned before, these mods utilize the Charged with Light stacks to bring about an action. The most common and simplest to use is High Energy Fire. With this mod, when you are charged with light, you gain a bonus to weapon damage. When an enemy is defeated, a stack of Charged with Light is consumed. Another popular action mod is Protective Light. When your shields break, Protective Light will consume all of your stacks of Charged with Light and give you damage resistance for a brief period of time. Keep in mind that the more stacks you have, the more protection you will gain from Protective Light. These action mods are the Charged with Light mod your builds will be based around. For example, Argent Ordnance provides a major boost to rocket launcher damage, while Lucent Blade will ensure that your sword builds output high damage. As with Protective Light, a handful of the action mods are based on survivability and ability regeneration. For instance, Heavy Handed, the build I'm showcasing in the following clip, paired with Monte Carlo, immediately regenerates half of your melee ability, consuming a Charged with Light stack. The yellow action mods are what put your Charged with Light stacks to use. Lastly, the white Charged with Light mods are what I call general mods. In total, there are only 5 white mods, with 3 of them focusing on increasing how many stacks of Charged with Light you can hold, while the last 2 focus on situational team synergy. Stacks on Stacks, Charged Up, and Supercharged allow you to collect more than 1 stack of Charged with Light, with 5 being the max if you have all 3 slotted. Stacks on Stacks gives you an extra stacks of Charged with Light when you gain your first stack. So, if Stacks on Stacks is slotted, then when you get charged by picking up an orb of power, because of taking charge, instead of 1 stack you now have 2 stacks of Charged with Light. Charged Up allows you to get an extra stack, while Supercharged allows you to have 2 extra stacks. Think of Supercharged as a stronger Charged Up, but at a higher energy cost. Powerful Friends and Radiant Light's main perks work best when your allies are also using Charged with Light mods. Powerful Friends allows your allies to become charged when you do, while Radiant Light causes them to become charged when you cast your super near them. However, Powerful Friends is primarily used for its plus 20 mobility stat increase. Just make sure you have an arc mod slotted to charge the mod. Now that the 3 types of mods have been explained, it is important to take notice that several of the mods have a caveat. For example, Stacks on Stacks will reduce your recovery stat by -10, while Protective Light decreases your strength stat by -10. Make sure to read the mod you are slotting to ensure you know what stats will be affected. Keep in mind that not all mods have negative effects. As a matter of fact, several of the mods have an extra perk that need to be activated by slotting in the correct elemental mod to charge it. An elemental mod has the elemental symbol in the top left corner. One of my favorite action mods is Lucent Blade, but as you see, the secondary perk, Replenishing Guard, is grayed out, meaning it is not being used. To charge this mod, I simply slot in the Arc mod. Now the perk will be lit up and I'll enjoy a quicker charge rate of my sword. Charged with Light builds are some of the strongest in Destiny and can suit a variety of playstyles, so make sure to try out new combinations of builds as there are many possibilities.